long will Aubrey and Mr. X hide from the Russian drug lords since they used Xolani as a scapegoat? How long will Aubrey and Mr. X hide from the Russian drug lords since they used Xolani as a scapegoat? Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dr. Jones, Why Not TV. Please subscribe. In the wake of recent events surrounding the Xolani show's takeover and subsequent disappearance of its host, Xolani, the narrative surrounding his involvement has taken a troubling turn. While social media remains largely indifferent to his plight, Xolani finds himself in the crosshairs of a dangerous situation, with 8 men reportedly seeking his life. Moja CEO Mr. Aubrey and Xolani are hiding because they fear for their lives, because this country allows everyone to enter and do as they please. Drugs is the most problematic thing in this country, and the law is not winning this war. Another one commented and said, I have no sympathy for them. They double-crossed Xolani thinking it's easy. Another one commented and said, these ones didn't help Xolani, they made him a scapegoat. Another one commented and said, dated the underage Foxy Brown too, lol. Xolani's journey from being the face of Xolani to becoming a target for hired assassins is a harrowing tale of the risks and the consequences that can accompany truth-seeking endeavors. Following his case, where he was portrayed as a scapegoat amidst murky circumstances, Xolani's life has taken a dangerous turn. In the aftermath of the show's takeover, Xolani was swiftly thrust into the spotlight, facing accusations and blame for the show's perceived shortcomings. Despite his effort to shed light on important social issues and expose wrongdoing, Xolani found himself vilified and abandoned by those who once supported him, while social media platforms buzzed with discussions and debates surrounding the show's fate. Little attention was paid to Xolani himself. Amidst the noise and distraction, his safety and well-being seemed to fade into the background, overshadowed by sensational headlines and click-worthy controversies. However, behind the scenes, Xolani's life was in grave danger. Reports emerged of a hitman on his trail with nefarious intentions and a hefty sum of money motivating their pursuit. Despite the looming threat, Xolani's plight went largely unnoticed by the online masses, highlighting the disconnect between digital discourse and real-world consequences. The indifference towards Xolani's predicament underscores the harsh reality faced by those who dare to challenge powerful interests and expose uncomfortable truths. In a society where sensationalism often trumps substance, the human cost of investigative journalism and whistleblowing can be easily overlooked. As Xolani remains in hiding, fearing for his life, it's imperative to reflect on the broader implications of his ordeal. His story serves as a sobering reminder of the dangers faced by truth seekers and the need for greater support and protection for those who speak out against injustice. In the age of social media activism and instant gratification, let us not forget the individuals like Xolani, whose courage and determination to uncover the truth come at great personal risk. As we scroll through our feeds, let us pause to consider the human stories behind the headlines and stand in solidarity with those who dare to confront the darkness, even when the spotlight fades away. Looking at another news, unexpected ANC top official in hot water over alleged 2.3 million money laundering. Nosiviwe Mapisa Ngakula, the current Speaker of Parliament in South Africa, finds herself embroiled in a serious controversy. Allegations have surfaced suggesting that during her tenure as the Minister of Defence, she received substantial cash bribes from a contractor associated with the South African National Defence Force, SANDF. These accusations have prompted an investigation into her conduct and the potential ramifications for her political career. The investigation into Mapisa Ngakula's alleged involvement in corruption revolves around claims that she accepted millions of rands in cash bribes from a SANDF contractor. These payments, if proven true, would represent a flagrant violation of ethical and legal standards, particularly given her high-ranking position within the government at the time. While the specifics of the allegations remain somewhat murky and seriousness of the accusations cannot be understated, the potential implications extended beyond Mapisa Ngakula's individual actions to broader questions about transparency, accountability, and integrity within South Africa's political landscape. The allegations against the Speaker Mapisa Ngakula have elicited strong reactions from various quarters. Critics argue that, if proven true, these accusations would constitute a severe breach of public trust and demonstrate a blatant disregard for the principles of good governance. They emphasize the importance of holding elected officials accountable for their actions and ensuring that the corruption is rooted out at all levels of government. However, supporters of Mapisa Ngakula caution against rushing to judgment before all the facts have been thoroughly investigated. They argue that she is entitled to the presumption of innocence until proven guilty and stress the need for a fair and impartial process to determine the truth behind the allegations. In conclusion, the investigation into Nosiviwe Mapisa Ngakula's alleged acceptance of cash bribes from a SANDF contractor represent a critical test for South Africa's commitment to combating corruption and upholding the rule of law. As this probe unfolds, it is imperative that the authorities conduct a thorough, transparent inquiry to uncover the truth behind the allegations. Regardless of the outcome, this episode underscores the importance of vigilance in holding public officials accountable for their actions and ensuring that those entrusted with positions of power act with integrity and in the best interests of the country and its citizens. Only through robust oversight and a steadfast commitment to transparency can South Africa hope to combat corruption and build a more just and equitable society. Someone commented and said, "Guys, ANC people, amasela imali iphelile, that's why there's no electricity. Everybody ko ANC wants money before they leave. Bafuna ukushiya bamoshile, and at the same time they expect ANC to win the vote. Bazoqedelela imali kudala sisho." Another one commented and said, "Where are her untouchable colleagues, Nomvula, Gumede, Dudu, Miyeni? Another one commented and said, vote for useless ANC, it will be worse. Vote for African national corruption, it will be worse. And vote for these old criminals. The situation the country is facing will be worse. Another one commented and said, there is stealing in every government in the world, but not on a scale that our people in government positions steals. The skies are not the limit. Even the universe is not the limit. And no one in jail because they all got each other's back. Let's check on the comments of the first news of Xolani of Sizokuthola. So these are the comments of at Xolani Sizokuthola shows and his boss. Someone commented and said, the real men of South Africa will not stand back and watch our country and our children be made drug zombies by foreigners in their own land. Both Xolanis are heroes. We need more citizens of their caliber, not cowards who says you don't mess with the Russians. I blame politicians for all this nonsense, especially AFF and ANC. They really destroyed our country, and I hope for that they will pay one day. The arm of the law is long. To add the salt to the injury, they still want the second term. I say they because the ANC and FFF are one and the same thing, although they pretended to be enemies. Another one commented on the issue of Xolani and Sizokuthola. Shouldn't the police be getting their resources and expertise to get the Russian arrested, or they are worried that they could upset Putin? Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dr. Jones, Why Not TV. Please subscribe. Bye for now.